I'm really hoping this is focusing on my face and not the back. Hopefully. I mean, I could just zoom in, I guess. Whoa, not that much. Good enough? Hopefully. Alright, I think that's good enough. Because, excuse me, I made a mistake on the last video that I just recorded, and I said that yesterday was Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was on Tuesday. And today's Thursday. And, well, because of that, and because I've done my Valentine's makeup, basically, I'm going to talk about relationships and depression, because I happen to have depression. I happen to be suffering from depression for many years now. And, well, I want to stick it together with relationships because, in my opinion, it's important that a person with depression has a partner that either supports them or understands them, or tries to understand them, but is not completely ignorant of the fact that they have depression. And I'm going to use my own experience as an example. In 2003, I was in a long-distance relationship with a professional chef that lives in Berlin. A lot of the people watching this video know exactly who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to mention his name because I don't throw shade. We originally met at my high school, which is ISHR. If you don't know what that stands for, well, sorry. I'm not going to share all of my private life on this YouTube channel. Yeah, he was a chef at the school, and I was in, like, 10th grade at the time. That's when we met the first time. 3 years later, when I was studying music in the UK, I found him on Facebook again. And when I moved back, we were already together when I moved back from the UK. It didn't really get any easier for us. Like, even living in Hanover and him living in Berlin, it didn't exactly get easier. It just, I don't know, just a little closer, I guess. I, unfortunately, had already been suffering from depression years prior to this relationship with him. Nothing I ever said or did was enough for him. Like, I don't think he ever realized that I had depression, like, ever. I don't think I ever talked to him about it. Like, it wasn't ever a subject I don't remember, to be honest. And, so he didn't realize it. He didn't try to understand. I'm the one with the mental illness, but I was treating him like he was the one with the mental illness. I have a list somewhere. I'll pause the video at some point and I'll try to remember to show the list. Because I made... Shut up. Excuse my dog. I made a list, back when I was with him. I made a list, and it was like a number of statements of how I should treat him better and make him feel loved and wanted and make him feel like he's the only one in my life. The list is absolutely ridiculous and is actually terrifying. And I'll save this next subject that I'm going to talk about right now, this next subject that I'm going to mention, I'll save it for another video because it's a much longer and much more complex thing to talk about. But that whole manipulation thing, like the whole emotional and mental manipulation in relationships, but it's not for this video. Yeah, basically, it's a shame that our relationship was like that because we had huge love and trust for each other. Like, for example, I remember this one time I was visiting him in Berlin, and he was really tired, and I said, well, there's no dinner, and we gotta go buy some stuff, and he was like, well, I just got home from work. Excuse me again. Could you possibly do us the favor of just going to buy it yourself? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. It's right around the corner anyway, so. But I told him I was out of money, and he was like, well, then go grab my wallet. And I was like, I thought to myself, I didn't say this out loud, I was like, wow, he trusts me so much and enough to tell me to just go grab his wallet and take it with me all the way to the supermarket. Like, there's gotta be such a huge amount of trust from one partner to the other, no, in one partner, however you want to say it, for them to be able to feel comfortable enough to tell you to just grab the wallet and go shopping. I mean, I could have easily grabbed his credit cards or something and ran away. I mean, who knows what I could have done with his debit credit cards. I could have done so many things, but I didn't, you know. I felt amazing that someone who was in love with me back then trusted in me, trusted in me is what I meant to say, so much that they just said, you know, grab my wallet, go do the shopping. And so I did. I grabbed his wallet, I went shopping, and it was awesome. I came back all happy and all excited, and I never told him that because I didn't really feel the need to, but it was an amazing feeling. And yeah. There was trust when we were in person, but when we were like separate, like at the distance, him in Berlin and me in Hanover, or Berlin and Hannover, there was not exactly lack of trust, but a lot of jealousy, like loads of jealousy. Well, yeah, I guess it's normal. It's normal in a relationship. I'm not going to deny it. But I'm going to zoom out a little because I'm looking way too close. Can I zoom out? Yeah, I can. Hold on. There we go. It was just over the top for me at some point. Like, the thing is, I get along with guys much easier and much better than I get along with girls. I don't know why. I just feel much more comfortable with guys. And most of my best friends are guys. And he knew that. But he just couldn't get used to it. Not because he didn't trust me or because he didn't trust them, but because, well, mainly because he didn't trust them. Even though I told them they're all basically like brothers and cousins to me, which they are. They have always been like that. You know, there's never been a, how do I explain it? Any attraction between my best friends and I, not even at the beginning of our friendship. And if there was, they were kind enough to put it aside and become my friend. And, I mean, that's a valuable friendship. If that's not a valuable friendship, then I don't know what is. I mean, you tell me. So he didn't get that, and he didn't like it. You know, he decided to trust me and not do anything about it and just complain every once in a while. But that was it. And, of course, I'd get lots of likes on my photos and stuff. I mean, I post photos of myself in bikini on Facebook. It's my private Facebook. I mean, who's not going to do that? And, sorry if I keep looking down. There's a dog next to me, and he's just being a little annoying rat baby. So yeah. Excuse me, I'm still a little sick from last week. There was always that, jealousy that I'd been flirting with other guys online, which no. Just no. When I'm in a relationship, I don't do that at all. It's just, it feels wrong. I don't feel the need. I don't like to feel wanted by others when I'm in a relationship. It's just not right. And so he always felt that I was chatting away with guys, but I really wasn't. I swear I wasn't. I trusted him way, way too much. I never, ever, ever in my mind, ever doubted him. I mean, he could have easily had a girlfriend or two, or could have been going out a lot. And it didn't cross my mind that he could be doing that. It didn't cross my mind that he could be manipulating me, you know, being completely jealous of me and my best friends, my guys. And then on the other side, it didn't occur to me that he could be doing exactly what he was afraid of me doing. Or, you know what I mean. And, I mean, a lot of my friends and family, like specifically my mom and my aunt, rest in peace, may she rest in peace, and my best friend, or best friends, two of them, who are no longer my best friends, unfortunately. That will be for another video, by the way. Yeah, it was sad that I trusted him so much because he really could have been doing whatever the heck he wanted with other people. Yeah, what the heck is on my wall? Oh, right, never mind. He could have been doing anything he wanted with other people, other girls, and in my mind, there was no such thing. In my mind, I was the best thing that could happen to him, and I was convinced that, you know, he was completely in love with me and he didn't really want anyone else. And, it could have been very possible that he cheated on me, that he was unfaithful with me, to me, unfaithful. What is wrong with me? I can't speak English. Finishing the story, I just want to add about this subject, relationships and depression, or love and depression, whatever you want to call it. Some mentally ill people, like me, meaning mentally ill, it could be depression, it could be anxiety, it could be PTSD. I'm not sure if that counts. I should know because I love psychology. It could be schizophrenic. It could be anything. It really could. It could be bipolar. It could be chronic depression. It could be borderline. It could be a million things. It could be IDID, which is dissociative identity disorder, which was formerly known as multiple personality disorder. It could be any of those and millions more. basically mentally ill people. Well, what I'm trying to say is some mentally ill people, they don't feel the need to have a supporting and understanding partner. They feel that they can cope by themselves. Like they are fine being in a relationship, but they don't feel the need for their partner to care at all about their mental illness. Like they keep it to themselves. They deal with it themselves, like with a professional, but by themselves, not with the help of their partner. Yeah, and I mean, some of us, meaning us mentally ill people, excuse me, some of us love so much and so hard and with so much passion that it somehow will never be enough for them. Not only will it feel like it will never be enough for them, but it legit will never be enough for them, for the people who aren't mentally ill. Because, for example, my anxiety, or me being such a good-hearted person that I am, you know, the big-hearted person that my mom raised me to be, that she's still raising me to be, even though I'm past 18. Because of that, I love a lot, and I know what it feels like to go through a lot of hard stuff. I know what it feels like to be neglected. I know what it feels like to be betrayed. I know what it feels like to be lonely, to have no friends. I know what it feels like to not be wanted in someone's life. Like, I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be unloved, I guess you could call it. And it is a horrible feeling. It's a terrifying feeling. And therefore, when I have someone in my life who I really, really care about, well, that's if that person has proven to me that they're worth my time, of course, which I'll get to that to another video. Once that happens, I vow to myself that I will never let them feel that way. If someone in their life is making them feel that way, here I am. If they've had someone in their life that's made them feel that way, I hope that it never happens again, and I hope that they never feel that way again. We love hard, and we love with passion. A lot of people tell me it's a Latina thing, but I'm just like, are you sure it's a Latina thing? I don't know. All I know is that I'm a lot like my mother, and a lot like a lot of people in my family who have gone through, who have gone out of their way to make other people feel the best way they can feel, and make sure that they don't ever go through this hard stuff. Ever, 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 ever. And, yeah. Some of us love hard. Some of us are just mentally ill, and we don't want our partner to ever feel that way, to ever feel what we're feeling and what we're thinking and stuff like that. And, most of us, or, okay, I may not be speaking for all of us, but a lot of us see it as our fault. We see, excuse my fart, and my dog barking, my bad. A lot of us mentally ill people feel that a failed relationship or something gone wrong in the relationship, or a relationship not working, we feel that it's our fault because we're mentally ill, because we didn't try hard enough, because we'll never be enough for our partner.